Hi, everyone, welcome to Style3D channel. In this video, you will learn how to export animations from Style3D and then build scenes, edit materials in 3ds Max, and ultimately render them into videos. Firstly, for ease of explanation, I have opened a Style3D project file with pre-made animations. As you can see, the animation is playing smoothly. Regarding the scene assets, you can click on this button and enter the scene options. Click on the small cloud icon in the upper right corner to access the official asset library, where you can freely choose the scene assets you want to use. Next, click on the UV editor option in the toolbar and click on Arrangement to automatically arrange the clothing UVs. If you are working with more complex clothing, you may need to manually position the UVs. Now, we can proceed to export the ABC file. In the Export options, uncheck All Props, then check the Unified UV Coordinates option, followed by checking the Baking All Map option. Confirm that the scale and axis conversion options match those selected in the video. Next, let's export the OBJ file and textures for the scene. In the Export options, only check the All Props option, and then keep the other options the same as before. Next, let's move on to 3ds Max. Open the render settings and change the renderer option to Corona. Open the material editor. Drag the Corona bitmap node into the material editor. Open the corresponding environmental texture material. During the opening process, you can adjust the values as needed to achieve the desired effect. Press 8 to open the environment editor and connect the imported texture to the corresponding position. Next, in the Customize options, check if the system units are set to centimeters. Set the corresponding units to centimeters. Then, import the previously exported ABC file into 3ds Max and remove any unnecessary parts. Check if the animation is complete. Next, import the previously exported OBJ scene file. Select all the models of clothing and the avatar. Press E to switch to rotation mode, and press A to rotate at a fixed angle, aligning the avatar to the correct orientation. Drag in the provided tree assets and adjust their size and position. In 3ds Max, you can scale the model by pressing R. Open the material editor, use the eyedropper tool to sample the material of the trees. Right-click, select the tree, and adjust the placement of the tree material. If you notice texture display errors, re-import the material textures according to their names. Continue to use the eyedropper tool to sample the material of the beach, change it to Corona Legacy MTL. Reconnect the corresponding textures. For the normal map, use the Corona Normal node to make the connection. After connecting the textures, directly link this material to the beach model and delete the original material. Increase the reflection level to 1. Click on the Corona Normal node and check the Add Gamma to Input and Flip Green options. Next, create a plane to represent the sea. Move this plane to the appropriate position. Right-click on the plane and convert it to an editable polygon. Stretch it slightly to achieve the desired size. Open the Corona material library and drag the water clear material into the material editor. Connect this material to the plane. Next, import the provided normal map and displacement map, and connect them in the same way as before. Then, open the render settings, and set the output size to the appropriate dimensions. Add a camera of the target type. Change the viewport in the upper left corner to the camera perspective and click on Show Safe Frames. Right-click on the camera and click Select Camera Target to move the camera's locked position in the view. Next is the process of adjusting the perspective. Let's fast forward. Click on the viewport in the lower left corner and set it to the Corona render window. You might notice an error here. If you encounter this error, check the material editor to see if there's a missed or incorrectly selected option in the Corona normal node of a material. You can lock the render window to the camera perspective and move the camera to view the rendering from different angles. Open the material editor. Let's change the color of the trees to better match the current lighting and style. Import a Corona Color Correct node and replace the corresponding material node. Adjust the values to brighten the color of the trees. Next, let's change the color of the sea to give it a hue that reflects the lighting during dusk. Increase the visibility depth of the sea. Next, let's create the material for the clothing. Import a Corona Legacy MTL node. Assign it to the clothing model. Import the corresponding material textures, and you can identify the type of texture based on its name. Connect them according to the names of the corresponding nodes. It's worth mentioning that in this piece of clothing, I did not use a displacement map, so mine appears all black in this area. Delete the model of the avatar's hair portion. Next, import a glass material from the material library and assign this material to the avatar. Adjust the color of the avatar to better fit the environment. Unlock the render window, then zoom in to examine the details of the model. Next, add a corona light and adjust its position to enhance the lighting in the scene. Set the animation to linear. Now, let's create an animation for the flowing water ripples. Click the Auto Key button, open the Material Editor, select the previously connected water material. Drag the animation to the last frame and set the U value for the normal map and displacement map to 0.1. When you see this red box, it indicates that the keyframe has been successfully inserted. Next, let's create camera movement. Similar to before, move the camera on the last frame, and the software will automatically record the camera's displacement information. Open the Corona Render window, click on History. Click on Store Current VFB, then drag the animation bar, and click on the previously saved image to compare images at different frames. Next, click on the render settings, check Active Time Segment, and set the pass limit to 10. Then, check Save File and choose the file format as JPG. Finally, adjust the value of ACE's OT in the post to 0.8 to enhance the brightness of the image. That's the entire process. Click on Render to start the rendering. That's it, guys, and I hope some of the tips will help your modeling work. If you like what we do, please liking, commenting and sharing this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in next video. Goodbye.